Damn it. Things have sure gotten messy.
That's putting it mildly. We've clues to examine, things to consider. We must find out how this came to be, elsewise
We've no time for that. I know where to find the guilty.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. I can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
I'm going with Hjalmar. Don't know where, but I'm going.
Knew you'd not turn down an adventure.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
We ride to Fornhalla. At a gallop. Right. We're here.
Meaning? Gonna explain what we're doing or not?
Remember the wild men I sparred with? The ones we called Vildkarls?
You might have mentioned them when I walked in.
This is Fornhalla, their village. They were the ones who changed into bears, just like in the legends about berserkers. I saw it with my own eyes. Might have been alone in that. Everyone else was staring at young Lugos. He claimed he could down a barrel of beer in one go. Almost did it too.
Vildkarls. What else do you know about them?
They're not part of any clan. They've no wives nor children.
So how do they reproduce? By budding?
No. Those wishing to devote their lives to battle come here to join them. In the summertime they hunt, go on raids. Come winter they sleep in their caves, with the bears. At least that's what folks say.
Got a feeling it's more than gossip. Why not speak up right away, back there in front of everyone?
'Cause they'd have started talking, questioning, quarreling. Words won't wipe the shame from my clan, only deeds will.
So what now?
Simple. We welcomed the Vildkarls under our roof, gave them food, drink, and they spilled our blood. So now they must pay. In blood.
Nice and simple. Kind of plan I like.
And that's why I like you. Come on, Wolf. The skulls will sing of our vengeance on the bears. No one here. Ran away. Knew I'd come for them.
Odd. From what you said, don't sound like the type to lack courage. Let's look around. Could be nearby.
Look! Up there. A corpse by my reckoning.
Mm-hmm. Needs examining. Skellige custom I don't know about.
If it is, it's new to me as well.
Clothing from 6 men. Body covered in bruises, knuckles chafed raw.
Fought bare-fisted. To the death. Some kind of trial.
Probably. Or a very bloody sport. This one here doesn't look like a Vildkarl to me.
Aye, true. More slender in the shoulders. No tattoos. Interesting.
An old shrine covered in runes.
I know the signs. Language of our forefathers. Svalblood. Damn it.
What is it? That a name?
Aye. A deity whose worship is banned. All altars devoted to him were raised years ago. Priests extolling him were bound. Tossed into sailless longboats that were pushed out to sea.
Doesn't make sense to fear gods. Only ever dangerous in stories.
The gods don't concern me. Their followers do. You see, Svalbard demanded sacrifices. Human sacrifices. Sword at the ready, Witcher.
Strange smell. Bit like incense. Bit like a bait we Witchers use.
For what?
Bears.
Crikey, you've a sniffer like a hound's.
Better. Follow me. Blood. Mixed with bile.
Look, someone walked through it.
Tracks lead uphill. Wounds covering the body, but he didn't bleed to death. Someone broke his neck, finished him. What the hell's going on here?
Don't matter.
Follow the thread. Trapdoor under a bearskin rug. Classic.
Come on, open it!
Air is thick with incense.
I'm gonna puke. It's as though...
Shh. Hear that? Noise from below.
Finally.
Looking for death?
Nay, vengeance!
And answers. Why do you attack Kerdrolda?
We didn't come to the feast to kill, but we've no regrets about what happened there. There are weaklings in every herd. They must die to make room for those of strong blood.
Like the men whose corpses we found.
Aye. Those who wish to join us enter the Ursine Circle in groups of 6. We take only 3. The weak give their lives in sacrifice. The strong start their lives anew.
Strong blood? What are you talking about?
I speak of the she-bear and her cub.
We've talked enough.
Good. Talking tires me. I'll rip your guts out.
Well, won't get anything else out of him.
We don't need to. Everything's clear, blood for blood.
Your vengeance, your rules. Voices. More of them further on.
I'm counting on it. Let's go.
Svalblood! Svalblood! We summon thy power!
Our forebears forbade all from worship in Svalblood, on pain of death.
What? Where'd you?
From Cairtrolda. Bet you know why we're here.
Aye. On a matter that's not to you, mutant. A matter of pride and honor.
True. Not my concern. Hjalmar, he's all yours.
I could just butcher you like a swine, but I'll let you die with honor. Defend yourself!
Come on, damn it! Arise! Arise and drink of the blood!
You'll never learn.
Not afraid to die. Gotta give him that.
A letter. Turns out the Vildkarls, unwitting tools. This druid, Artis, was to be the new king's advisor. Cheap reward for sicking the Vildkarls on your guests, causing all that bloodshed.
Who signed it?
Nobody. Anonymous.
You were right. There's someone else behind it all. All the mayhem.
Suspect anyone?
I know many who crave the crown, but none who'd stoop so low to get it.
Whoever it is, they could strike again.
And I'll be on my guard.
What now?
I'll tell the Jarls what we found here. Hope it's enough to clear the clan's name. Come on, we're done here. It was them attacked us. The Vildkarls.
Will you claim they turned into bears? That they're the berserkers our nanny scared us with as children? Is that it?
I saw them transform. With my own eyes.
Did you see Freya ride by astride a wild boar as well? You've discovered as much as your sister. That's to say, nothing.
I'll vouch for Hjalmar.
Why would we believe you, eh? You're a lackey to Ancrate.
And a witcher. He knows beasts, including those that take on human form.
Go on, Hjalmar.
What about? I found the traitors, wrought vengeance on them. That's everything.
No, not everything. The Vildkarls conspired with someone. Found a letter on one of their corpses.
Big. This does not identify the guilty party.
That's not why we've gathered. You washed away disgrace with the blood of our foes, Hjalmar. I, eldest among the Jarls, cleanse your clan's name. We part in peace.
So it is true. Warriors have become bears.
I'd say it's the opposite. I saw their transformative ritual. Our trial of the grasses, pure pleasure by comparison.
The Vilkarls have been punished. You and Hjalmar saw to that. But our true foe continues to prowl about. I sense hard times ahead for Skellige. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinath, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go. We're just in time.
They've already started.
Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear him fealty. Skellige has chosen!
I know you've long awaited this day. We strike at Nilfgaard!
Hjalmar! 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 Hjalmar!
Looks to me you're near bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see years.
Hjalmar will make a good king, provided you help him rein in his temper a bit.
It will depend on the matter. His brawling days are over, granted. But if he decides to sail against Nilfgaard, he can count on my blade.
I was afraid you'd never talk to each other again after that contest for the crown.
Me and Hjalmar? You must be mad.
Rivalry certainly seemed serious.
Our rivalry's one thing, but we share the same blood. That's what really counts.
So, not mad you lost?
Naturally, I'd rather be standing where he is now. But my brother's strong and he's got charisma. I believe folk will follow him. And if he grows too high and mighty, Father will cut him down to size. You can be sure of that.
Give him my congratulations.
I will.
You earned this.
Didn't I now? But truth be told, I'd rather have beat a bugger like Blue Boy Lugos. But fuck it. A win's a win. Thanks, mate.
What now? Call up the crews? Hit Nilfgaard?
We go back to the Black Ones now. Come out of the sea at them. We'll grind them to dust. Any who remain will limp fast as they can back to their bloody south.
Take care, Yalmar.
You! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
We've improved. Last time we tamed a djinn, we destroyed half of Rind.
Yes, we make a good team. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Not sure I'd have done it if I'd known what this was about from the start.
Then we'd never have learned the truth. Whether anything would change after the djinn removed the spell.
Has it? Has anything changed?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Sorry, Yen, but magic's gone for me.
Truly? But how is that possible? I still feel the same. You should too. I don't understand. What does this mean?
Means the djinn granted your wish.
Right. Fine. Good. Glad we got that over with. We know where we stand, at least. Naught left for us here. Let's go.
Wait. Magic's gone, true, but that doesn't mean I don't like spending time with you. Let's sit a while.
God damn it! You piece of shit!
Uh-oh.
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm in no mood for jests, especially dull ones.
Need to blow off steam? Go ahead, just not on me. Find some other target. I don't know, throw another bed off the balcony.
Ha ha ha. So it's to be dull jokes after all.
Rather have a serious conversation? We can do that if you prefer. I mean, what got into you? That determined to make Vesemir your enemy?
No. I was determined not to sleep in the bed in which you swived Triss. Repeatedly. Know what? We should end this discussion before I say something I'll regret.
But I'd love to hear what you have to say.
Is that so? Very well then. Listen, you shagged my friend for upwards of a year. I cannot know what your witch's code says on the matter, but ordinary folk would consider it obscene, base, vile. I try not to think about it. That stupid bed was making it difficult. That's that.
That was a mistake.
I'm glad you realize it. A mistake engaged in regularly for more than a year. An apology well after the fact, but I'm glad. Is that so? Very well then. Listen, you shagged my friend for upwards of a year. I cannot know what your witch's code says on the matter, but ordinary folk would consider it obscene, base, vile. I try not to think about it. That stupid bed was making it difficult. That's that.
Yen, told you already, I lost my memory.
And I've lost my patience!
Oh. She's really not in the mood.
Ah, Geralt. Anything you'd like to say?
Mm-hmm. The view from there is spectacular.
Perhaps I should have teleported you 2 miles higher. Breathtaking, that view. To die for, really.
Sorry. Pretty dumb excuse.
Extremely stupid. I'm glad a mere whiff of fresh air helped you realize that. O-E-C-K Finn.
What now?
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags? On it. I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No. The trial. If that's Ciri in there, she could come out of this crippled, wrong in the head, just emotionless. Thought about that?
Of course I have. Thing is, we don't have a choice.
Not anymore, we don't. But we rushed it. Should have started right.
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well.
Geralt, maybe you oughta...
Come now, Eskel. I shan't bite you. Just do it.
Greetings, Triss.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath? How could you put Ciri in danger?
Come on, we came out of it fine. Can't say the same for Imlerith.
That's the sole comfort I find in this, but it's no justification. You know what might have happened?
Yeah, but I'd never let Ciri come to any harm. You know that.
We're here.
Nice and quiet. Shouldn't be any disturbances.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed.
Graham, et wir, Robert Mekele, Alfelte.
What's that?
Nothing. A preliminary image.
What?
Stop interrupting, I have to focus.
Graham, et wir, Deagnis Kerle, Espirshena a et Clates.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her. At his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much.
That was the recent past. Anything might happen to her in Dijkstra's hands. Let's go.
Not so fast. The first image. What was that?
Nothing. Really.
Don't brush me off. I know how hydromancy works. Image appeared because you're thinking about it.
It was... King Tancred asked me to become his court advisor in Kavir.
You mentioned Kavir in the lighthouse. I understand why now. Did you accept?
Only a fool would refuse. Tancred's been supportive of the mages from the start. The evacuation was only possible with his help. Now he wants to revive the Council and the Conclave, and I'm to head both.
Tancred's picked a strange battle. All the North's hunting down mages, and he's out to revive the Council?
These are troubled times, and Tancred could be alone in remembering that mages are a powerful force. And that we know how to show gratitude.
It's a great opportunity. Congratulations.
You don't exactly sound thrilled.
Bit worried, that's all. You really ready to dive into politics again?
I wasn't sure at first. Ultimately, though, it's something I've always dreamed of. The dream's within reach now. I'm not about to let it go.
The vision was of a house, not a royal court.
It's the house that awaits us in Pont Vanis. When we're done here, when all this is over, once we've defeated the hunt and Ciri's safe, I'd like us to live there, together.
I'm surprised. Don't really know what to say.
You don't need to decide right away, but I'm glad you know. I was afraid how you'd react. It's a big deal. Resettling to a permanent home. If you don't want this, I'll turn it down. What I really want is to be with you, to be together, and...
Triss.
Yes?
We'll be together. And you don't need to turn anything down.
I'll tell you the details later. Right now, we need to get Philippa.
Right.
Come on.
Well, what? Is it done?
It's done. Though all did not go according to plan. More on that later. First, a stiff drink and a toast. The North. Temeria.
Temeria!
Bloody Temeria!
Sure this isn't premature? Radovid's dead, but it's a long way from that to a free Temeria. War's not over, not even close.
You're mistaken. Tomorrow at noon,
The commander of Army Group Center will sign a truce in Emir's name. A truce whose wording we agreed with Dijkstra.
So back there in Velen, when the trolls nabbed you?
Yes, I was returning from the last round of talks. Emir will keep Edion and Lyria, but in exchange for Radovid's head and a stop to guerrilla activities, he will withdraw from Temeria.
Which will become the Empire's vassal state.
Self-ruled internally, with its own courts, administrative structures and army. The silver lilies will bloom neath the rays of the great sun. So I say were I a poet. But I'm not, so all I'll say is there was no other fucking way.
Roach, you? In league with Nilfgaard?
I'm prepared to do anything for Temeria. Even haul myself out.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. That but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here.
What's that?
Vakmeth, Act 1, Scene 7. Always wanted to play that. Never cast as anything but a halberdier. Geralt, what Tala told you, put it out of your mind. There will be no truce with Nilfgaard. Redania, under my enlightened rule, will fight on until it wins. And when it does, it will unite all the North, including Temeria.
What? How? This is not what we planned and agreed.
True. Instead, we insisted on one realm's questionable sovereignty, and to recover it, we gave Emir virtually all the North's other kingdoms. It was not a wise arrangement. So, no deal.
You two-faced whoreson. I will not allow this.
Actually, you, Roach, should be the first to understand I've no choice.
Why the hell would I understand?
Because you too are a patriot. Geralt, this doesn't concern you. You may go. Fare thee well on your path, or whatnot.
It's not my concern, so I should let you do what you will. But you're a real son of a bitch, you know that?
It's why I'll make an excellent Chancellor. Farewell, White Wolf.
Witcher, what a pleasant surprise.
Warm welcome. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You should have come with my daughter. Your welcome would have been different. Where is she?
In Zerrikania, she longed for sunlight.
I am known neither for my sense of humor nor for my patience. You're insolent because you believe I cannot afford to hurt you. And you're right. Yet that will change one day, when you are no longer indispensable, but disposable. But enough of that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do you want?
Fringilla Vigo. Been told you promised Yennefer you'd free her. I can see. I know you're a busy man. So here's a letter. Ought to refresh your memory about the Lodge.
Even Yennefer's humblest requests seem like threats. I've always liked that about her. Very well, so be it.
Truly prepared to forgive them? Amnesty in exchange for help?
I'm prepared to abide by the agreement I made with Yennefer.
Didn't answer my question.
Nor must I.
Time I was on my way.
At last, a point we agree on. Guards, bring me Fringilla Vigo. You may remove her Dimeritian shackles. No introductions are necessary from what I've heard. Farewell.
Fringilla. Been a while. The other sorceresses, they're on Ginvale near Ardskellig. We could take a boat.
I'm sick to death of boats.
And I despise teleports, but have it your way. Let's go.
Avalok speaks the truth. I asked him to help me open the tower, because I aim to enter it.
Didn't think it worthwhile to tell me? Warn me of your plans?
I'm sorry, I know I should have. But I feared you'd not understand.
Feels like I'm talking to Yennefer. Leave with me, please.
I will, Geralt. Once I emerge from the tower. If I emerge.
Why the hell would you do this? The Wild Hunt's been defeated.
The White Frost has not. The prophecies are true. I have seen worlds bound in ice. I know what awaits you. Only the Elder Blood can stop the White Frost. Only I can stop it.
I couldn't care less about the White Frost. Let's just leave. Go.
No, Geralt. I've seen what is to come. I know destruction approaches. The worlds will freeze, one after the other, and all life will be eradicated. Only I can prevent this from happening.
There's gotta be another way.
What can you know about saving the world, silly? You're but a witcher. This is my story, not yours. You must let me finish telling it.
Good luck, Ciri.
Perhaps I should have told you. I see now you might have understood.
Know you better than you think. Don't keep me waiting.
The gentleman will follow.
What do those poor elves ever do to them?
Evain Kersher, is Daithwin Adam Karn at Morholt.
Report. 4th Kite Squadron. The Funsberg Division as a whole. Deserters.
Does General Voorhis know?
He's at the briefing. They're not letting anyone in.
Nonsense. Get in there and report to him.
Segena Tuvin.
The Redanians will be here shortly.
His Imperial Majesty awaits.
Speak.
Ciri is dead.
How did it happen?
The White Cold. You're familiar with the prophecy? Ciri tried to stop it. She did, but paid the ultimate price.
Where is the body?
I doubt it'll ever be found.
Who else knows?
Avalach, Elven Sage. But I doubt you'll find him either.
And Yennefer?
She's decided to stay in the north. Provided you don't object.
I don't. And you?
Someone's waiting for me.
Triss Merigold. Fear not. I do not intend to have her pursued. Did Cirilla say... Did she ask you to convey anything?
We didn't talk about you.
I see.
If there's nothing else...
There is, but you may go. Witcher, I do not wish to see you ever again.
Need any help? With a wagon?
We'll manage, mate.
We thank you for your concern.
Aye, because you don't look like no wheelwright, that's sure.
Change is coming.
Well, that's the truth of it.
The Nilfgaardians have fled, the Redanians have barely arrived, and bandits sense the void. Practically feel they have free reign.
Barely got away, then busted a wheel and watched our horses run off into the wood.
Sure you don't need any help?
I believe we will manage.
Where you headed? Nearest inn, by the looks of it.
Yeah. Supposed to meet someone first, at the former campsite of the Nilfgaardians. You take care now.
Hey-ya! Master Ort.
Probably got held back. You're late.
Soldiers.
Blocking the roads, I know. No matter. You have it?
As agreed. 38.5-inch blade. Weight just under 40 ounces. Silver-plated siderite steel core. Glyphs and runes both the length of the blade and on the hilt.
Beautiful.
Been in this trade for 3 decades. Only the best swordsman of the coin for my wares. When I say no Witcher has, or ever had, a better weapon, you ought to trust me.
Reputation precedes you, Master Ort. I'd never doubt you.
The inscription, as you asked.
Zirael. Swallow.
Classic Elder Speech runes, no styling, simple and precise.
May I?
It is yours. If you'd like to test it, had my lackeys put out a training dummy.
Mm-hmm. Your payment. Gems only, as requested.
If you've an eye out for work, heard of Striggers prowling the Maribor Forest.
Thanks. Need to visit the tavern first, but after, who knows?
Good luck on the path, Witcher.
Caused damages that must be repaired. Taxes shall henceforth be doubled. All who remit payment to the treasury shall receive a note for the equivalent sum.
Is it done?
Yes.
Did he believe you?
I have no idea.
For the cockatrice. And we've a new contract. It won't pay much, but I think it worth the toil.
You've been busy. It's yours.
A witch's sword. Swallow. Ooh.
Beautiful. May I?
Not here. You'll have ample opportunity soon enough, Witcher.
Let's try it out then.
The Third Northern War was a clash between two great strategists, Radovid V, known as the Stern, and Emir Var Emrys. Both seemed invincible, yet both were defeated. Nilfgaard, invading from the south, was repelled in the field, while the North's supreme leader fell victim to assassins. Yet Redania stood victorious, and a man who had thus far operated in shadow took up the reins of power. That man was Sigismund Dijkstra. Once firmly in the Chancellor's seat, Dijkstra ruled the victorious North in his patently cynical and ruthless manner. He knew that to preserve peace, he would need to prepare for war. Following Nilfgaard's example, he consolidated his rule over vast lands through a broad program of settlement and industrialization, all for the good of his subjects, though often contrary to their will. As long as his armies went from one victory to the next, Emir's subjects remained boundlessly obedient. When a string of humiliating defeats proved Var Emrys fallible, the opposition, thus far secret, attacked. The subjects of the Emperor who had danced on the graves of his foes laid him to rest in a tomb of his own. Though the war on the continent had ended, Hjalmar refused to lay down his arms. The young king pledged to raid and burn the shores of the Empire of Nilfgaard each spring. He meant to keep his word, even at the cost of drowning his people in their own blood. Cirilla, Fiona, Ellen, Rhiannon, heir to Nilfgaard's throne, chose the life of a witcher on the path. Geralt taught her all he knew, every skill he possessed. Then each set off on their own. Soon word of the ashen-haired witcheress had spread throughout the north, from the Yaruga to the mountains of Kovir. Hard as it may be to believe, Geralt planted roots in faraway Kovir. He and Triss settled down, their home warm and smelling of freshly baked cakes. Guests were always welcome, no matter the day or the hour. The Witcher would take jobs at times more from habit than need, for Triss earned a true fortune as the mage advisor to Kovir's king.